I'm breaking down 14 explosive microcap gems across Solana Base, including meme coins and AI tokens all showing signs of imminent breakout. These are the tiny caps primed to deliver massive returns while the rest of the market hesitates. This episode is packed with sniper level alpha, perfect for traders looking to catch the next big leg up in high risk, high reward plays. So whether you're chasing 10x or eyeing that 1000x moonshot, this show lays out the setups, narratives, and early momentum signals you need to see. Stick around till the end. Some of these tokens are still completely under the radar, but not for long. Let's get on to it. First, starting out with 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗧. This was a perfect trade. Remember I told you guys, let's buy here. We were buying at 9 million. We almost got a 10x. It wasn't actually a 10x. I actually sold a little bit higher than my take profit, which was very close to all-time high. So I sold a little bit above a 3x. I got like a 4 to 5x here, which is not bad. And 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗧, I mean, amazing. I told you guys, utility play. I have been mentioning 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗧 for like 2 weeks now. We almost gave up here before this last pump, but it's looking amazing. So I hope you guys are taking your profits on 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗧. This was another one I've been talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks here on the show. So yeah, tap on the back and let's move on to the next one. If you want an entry on 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗧 between 40 and 33, but look, I've already sold my bag, so I'm just going to wait a couple of days to see how this dip goes. But I think maybe 33 million could be a good entry if you're not in. But if you're watching the show, this was a massive W for us. Now on to the next launch coin. Still waiting for a launch coin to come and reach my levels. So it hasn't touched 145 and it hasn't even gone close to 184 million. But I'm going to be patient because I know patience almost always pays back great juicy rewards. And if I can't get my perfect entry on launch coin, then I'll just buy another of these ICM beta plays. So very important. I was saying on launch coin, this coin went from 5 million to 350 million in just a few days. So this is not just another pump, okay? This is something that is going to stick around. It's not going to go away that easily. And it reminded traders that this market still rewards those who are fast, bold, and ready to act. So now it had a small, tiny pullback to 190. It actually touched 160. So it still hasn't reached my level, but it was still opportunity. And many people are still complaining about this and the ICM thing. But the truth is, it was still a good trade and it's still like in a big accumulation range. So instead of panicking, what you need to do is build some conviction and just wait for the entry. And then you snipe this thing because I think it's going to go high. This market always punishes hesitation. You need to be brave and bold when you start seeing something go, and it's better to top blast some of these brand new narratives than to just wait and do nothing. And so traders who are going to make it and are making it are the ones who are bold and also the ones that step in without hesitation, like we did, for example, on 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗧, on Housecoin, on Troll, on many of these other coins. But the best way to do it is by stepping in with limit orders, leaving them and being patient. And if they don't hit, okay, they'll hit the next one. But it's better to wait and be patient and get a 3x, say, in a month than to try and trade 20 different coins and maybe only hit 2 and lose on the rest of them. So that's why you need to start using Axiom, and there's a link down below so you can join my private. Then there's Lore, another one. This one reminds me a lot of 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗧 and many of these other trades that we nailed. So this one's looking quite good. Still at 1.7. I think the worst case scenario, it comes back to this 888 level here at the bottom. If it does, I'm honestly going to buy more, but it's looking quite good. We have this trend line, which has been holding for quite a while. This was another trade I gave you guys at 200k. So you should be riding just some profits now, but I do think it's a good buy. I have loaded more on my Lore bags, and I do think we're going to go to all-time highs. I think 4 million is a good take profit, but I think it can go much higher, just like a lot, and it can surprise everyone. Then also important, we're going to get a $5 billion injection from FTX. It's going to come very soon by the end of the month. And these people are vengeful and they're very high risk, high reward. These are people who play leverage. They're going to buy our meme coins. They're going to buy our SEM plays. They're going to buy our AI gems on Solana. And so you should be bullish right now. Take advantage of this dip. Look at the best coins that I'm going to give you and buy these dips. So then we have 𝗘𝗫𝗪𝗑𝗪𝗑𝗪𝗑𝗪. This is a daily runner from I think yesterday. Had a massive correction to this level. This is why I always chart the worst possible case scenarios. And now it bounced from 1.5 and it went all the way to almost 20 million market cap. Look, wave 1, wave 2, and now wave 3. So I think 5 to 4 million is probably a good accumulation range. If it breaks, then I would sell. But this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it coming here and then bouncing, and you can probably double your money on the bounce. Maybe a V-type shaped bounce, and it could possibly form this W formation, which would be bullish for continuation. But this is a big meme and it's looking quite good. Then we have Trencher. Trencher I exited because it touched this resistance, and I'm out because I think there's going to be better plays, but it's still looking good. It's one of the best meme coin looking charts on Solana. So honestly, my advice is wait for a bit of a deeper pullback back to that 1.9 million market cap to get in if you want to, but I think that there will be better play, so I'm out, which is not bad. Like I got a little bit more than a double. Then we have KTA. KTA is another one we nailed. Very good trade. Look, I was telling you guys to buy here. It then broke. When it went above, I said, okay, I'm going to rebuy. Broke all-time highs, and then it just absolutely exploded to the 2.65. I actually got lucky because my exits were 114 and 161, but I didn't click on the Axiom limit sell order. So I woke up and I sold even better. I saw that at 2.6 fips, so 240 million market cap. So yeah, even better. And that's essentially a 3.5x. Not bad under these conditions. But this is a base gem that I've been telling you guys about for, I don't know, 2 months now. Now on to the next, we have Aura Farm. Aura Farm has been a bit disappointing. It lacks steam, but I'm still holding my Aura Farm, and the structure hasn't broken yet. And I do think 1.88 and 1.84 and 1.30, these are good accumulation places. So right between these two lines, when it comes to Aura Farm, that's what I'm seeing for a good accumulation. Right here, 1.88, 1.36, and it's right now here. So I think you can leave some limit order stacks right down the middle, all the way down to 1.36 on Axiom. Then we have Altcoin. Okay, this is another one that I gave right here at 150k live, and it basically did almost a 10x, taking my profits. I think many of you have. A lot of people thank me for this one. I gave this one on X. This is, I think, the best entry possible. It's between 584 and 446. This is where you probably get a good entry. So stack some limit orders there on Axiom, and this chart's looking good. It's looking bullish. It's a tiny market cap coin, but I think it has potential. Very stupid, very similar to House Coin and many of these other dot coins that have been doing very well. Then we have a Bonk Meta coin. This one's looking very good. It's at 300k. Upward trend line got touched 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and now the 4th time. Usually when I see things get touched 3 to 4 times and the uptrend continue, to me it screams bullish. So here what I'm thinking is, I think you should probably get a buy-in and sell very close to this 1 million market cap range here, maybe 919. Sell your profits there. You get a 3x, a clear 3x on your board, but I think it could go a bit higher. But yeah, that's where I would take my profits, right here at 920, 919. Get that clean 3x on board. Now, if you've been watching closely, you notice that half these tiny caps barely show up on anyone's radar on YouTube, but I've been sniping them early using this platform called Axiom. That's the only way to catch these entries before they explode. You need to start using limit buys, instant execution, wallet tracking, and this is how I placed entries while most of the traders were still using other tools for confirmation. So if you have been using Axiom, you'd already be deep in profit in many of these meme coins, probably even the ones I'm showing today. So you need to start using my link below, start trading actively, and that way you're going to qualify for my private referral only group. This is where I drop real-time plays. I will call even earlier than on X or on YouTube. The group is going to be capped only for people using Axiom under my link. So if you're serious about it, do not wait. The link is under the video. Secure a spot now and let's level up our game. Now continuing with our gems, another one. Look, you see I'm consistent with a lot of these tiny caps. It's because I believe in them. 𝗿𝗏𝗧𝗡𝗘. A lot of you guys bought and sold here. I know this was probably our show scandal, but when I say like I think this thing is going to go to 1 million or above, I really do mean it. I think this is going to go to 1 million market cap. And if you search for 𝗿𝗏𝗧𝗡𝗘, it's a very good launchpad. We have seen recently launchpads go to 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, and this one's actually like literally better. I've done my research, so I'm still bullish 𝗿𝗏𝗧𝗡𝗘, and 1 million is still my target. I'm still holding. Then another daily runner we have is BUN, which I think is making fun of the other cat coin that went to 200 mil market cap. I think a good entry for a bounce would be between 600 and 347. Probably good for a 2x, 3x scalp. Leave a limit order here and then just sniper scalp it. But this is the FVG. This is the bullish fair value gap here. 610 and 347k market cap on this daily runner called BUN. Then we have Groyper. This one's also looking good. Also a daily runner, topped at 2 million market cap, and I think it's gonna pull back deeper. It's gonna come to 500k. It's gonna come to maybe 300k and then continue. Worst case scenario, I think touches 280, 237k. But that's what I'm seeing when it comes to this one, which is like a 𝗿𝗏𝗏𝗏 derivative. Also a daily runner. Then we have Omni Launch. This one is one of the best looking charts on Solana. Okay, huge trend line. Got touched 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Okay, so this trend line is holding quite well. I think this is a good buy here, and I would probably get that 3x and then exit. Good 3x trade. Worst case scenario is the trend line doesn't hold, so leave like an extra 20% you want to buy, leave it aside just in case it comes to this previous resistance here, and then it continues. Sometimes these trend lines do that. The moment they're supposed to go, they break down below and they go and touch the previous resistance, the bullish fair value gap. So Omni Launch, this is looking like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Remember 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, also an utility, important, safer project. Then finally, the best meme coin of the entire month, I think it has been Dino on Base. I never buy green candles. In this case, I should have. This was the perfect entry here, but I'm gonna wait for 22.18. I'm gonna wait for this accumulation range, because if you look, this was the previous resistance and this is the previous candle also from the day after. So this is where I think you should probably buy if you have no Dino. But if you have a Dino, honestly, man, you should be selling this here. But it's looking quite good. Now, I know Bitcoin is pulling back and the market is correcting, but my friend, the trenches never die. This is where real traders are made, in the chop, in the dirt, and before these headlines hit. Some of the biggest moves of this cycle are happening in silence. They're happening right now. And if you're here, you're early. So you've got the map, you've got some of the strategies, you have the volume strategy, you have my fib strategy as well. So you have all of the map, and now it's about execution. When the market corrects, do not go away. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we have a ton more alpha for you guys and a lot new brand tiny market cap, very high risk, high reward charts.